I seem to be getting this question a lot on Twitter, which is, why do women support open borders? Now, I do not know how many women support open borders, nor do I know how many men support it so that I can make a comparison. But it is true that there are a lot of pictures on Twitter from various protests or various places where you usually see a couple of women holding up a sign saying refugees are welcome. I assume their voting pattern must also be influenced, and they probably vote for left-leaning causes. So people are trying to understand, like, why is it? Why do they do this? So in order to figure it out, I went on Google and I looked for refugee boats. And these are the pictures that I found, right? Now, when you look at the pictures, you start to notice two interesting things. And both of these things are important for us to understand the conversation. First of all, there is a massive lack of diversity. I know that we usually mean diversity as in like people of... No, like legit. All the people seem to be from the same generation, and all of them seem to be men. Now this has concerned me a lot because as a member of the European Union, especially from Eastern Europe, we have been told by Germany, especially France, and many other more uplifting nations than ours, that we need to get doctors and engineers because our population is old. So unless we get doctors and engineers from other places, when I grow old, no one is going to be able to pay my pension. And I'm pretty sure that many of these individuals happen to be said doctors and engineers, but I am concerned that I don't see where the HR ladies are at. Like, the HR lady is someone that's pivotal for the well-functioning of a society. Like, who's going to be on the Trust and Safety Council of Meta? Who's going to be the woman in the company that is the diversity officer? Like, I appreciate that we are importing a lot of people with useful skills as doctors and engineers, but like, the HR ladies are also important. And where are they? I'm looking at here and I don't see the ladies, right? So if you look at all these pictures, which again, I'm not selecting them by myself or anything. It's just like I Googled Italy refugee boat, and you get to notice that everywhere is the same. And that is in the fact that you don't see a single person with white hair. It's very difficult to find a person without a mustache, and all of them are men. Okay, so that is the number one thing that I noticed. The second thing that we noticed is that all of these men ooze masculinity. Like, legit, I haven't seen a single soy face here. Like, despite the fact that these are individuals that are at the end of a long journey, and they are looking at the new land that is going to welcome them, and they finally arrive, not one of them is like, right? Why not? Because they are oozing masculinity. Like, they are incredibly masculine men. There is no pogging to be seen. There is no soy facing to be done. It's no, like these are manly men. Like these are the type of gentlemen that if I was in a car accident, if I was in a burning car and this guy was next to me, I would be sure that they are able to get me out of the predicament. Like, by the looks of this guy right here, he looks like he can just rip off the car door and pull me out, start giving me CPR. Like, unironically, this is what a manly man looks like. If you have, like, these guys, like some of these guys, if you have them as friends, and they're in your phone, and you can pick up the phone and call them, you wouldn't be afraid to walk on any neighborhood anywhere. Like, you would have maximum confidence. If anyone even messes with you, you're like, look, I know such and such, and they would back out. Like, this is what a man is like. I'm not even joking, by the way. Like, no, like these gentlemen look like they are capable of fulfilling the masculine role. Right? Like when someone asks you, what is a man? Can you define this? Okay? It's definitely not like the corpo guy that is sitting there with the soy face in the corporation. So if we are to assume that there is a little bit of a lack of traditional masculinity in Europe, like we do have like a new, more enriching and more interesting version of masculinity, but like the traditional male model has been pushed aside, these individuals seem to have it. Maybe they do not know what it is. Maybe they can't articulate it, but they do seem to be very masculine. And this is why I assume many ladies who see these pictures are excited. It looks adventurous. So let's imagine for a second that we have an alternative universe, right? The world of upside down, if you will, where instead of refugees looking like this, you have like refugees that are boats filled with anime ladies. You got these buxom, these ushi-kushi succubi, they're coming on the dinghies, you know, they're all like with plump, D-sized breasts. They got ushi-kushi booty, and you see them on the news. Who do you think is going to hold the sign, refugees are welcome here in that universe? Is it going to be the men or is it going to be the women? How do you think men would vote, given the policies? Like if you have like these beautiful ushi-kushi anime succubis, yeah, they're coming in, they're excited, they're looking with glee to the new country that they're going to land. I think that it does play some part. I don't know, like, the level, and just, like, how big the part that it plays, but it must play some part at a certain level. This level of, looking for an adventure, right? Like finding your potential partner from this scenario, maybe why we get to see the level of support. But here's something else that's interesting. When we had the Ukrainian refugee crisis, there were a lot of women, elderly people, and children that were coming. So a different demographic than the one that we're usually used to. And it caused problems in the United Kingdom. It caused problems. All of a sudden, all the women were #concerned. Because there were some men that were saying that they're willing to allow women to sit in their house in exchange for a relationship with them. And they were doing this live, you know, on social media. They were like very open about it, right? Like it wasn't any sort of force or compelling. It was like, no, like if you are a Ukrainian refugee and you go to Britain, like this man is willing to let you stay in his house, provided you want a relationship with him. And of course, like they would talk online and they would see if they're compatible, right? Oh my God, people in #concerned, very concerned. They borderline rape, even though like it's to consenting adults, right? I don't think like they were concerned because of the necessary health of the refugees. I think they were more concerned over the fact that men were interested in the women that were coming there. So they had to stop that shit before it got any worse, right? There was even a case in the UK. Actually, it was popular in the British media where a family of two, and they had children, allowed a Ukrainian refugee to come in. She was very ushi-kushi. And unfortunately, she stole the husband, much to the woman's dismay. Do you think that lady is now refugees are welcome here? I don't know. It would be interesting to find out. I would love to ask her. But yeah, like, this is my personal explanation, okay? Like, I don't know if things are genuinely this way, but it's just, like, from my observations. So, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.